Hey guys, I hope your Get It Painted challenge is going pretty well. I do have a decent amount of progress done in the past couple of weeks. Though I did have a minor setback in the wife karma area. I went to a friend of hers house and they had some beer there, and I was like, yeah, sure, give me one, that's fine. And she goes in and she pulls one out and she gives it to me, and I haven't had anything to eat all day or anything. And it turns out to be like a high gravity beer, like 9, 10, 11% alcohol. And so after I chug the beer because I'm thirsty, I get a little, relaxed, and I go on eBay. Bad idea. So I dropped about $100, and now I have a very viable Lord of the Rings Rohan Army. This is luckily this is the only mounted men that I won in my bids. I do have about 30 or 40 men on foot for Rohan coming to the house probably in the next few days, and also. This one actually I don't mind having purchased. It's Karl Franz on the plastic Karl Franz on Deathclaw there, which that's just a nice model. And to go on to GW site to get it, it'll run you about $60 US. And I got this one for $44 on eBay. So evidently somebody had bought it and they said, just not going to build this. It's just not going to happen. And so it's got the instruction booklet and the base and everything. So the only thing that's missing was the box. It came in all these nice padded eBay envelopes. But, watch me break my $45 model. We'll fix that later. But I've done some good painting. Let's see, I've gotten a few more Lord of the Rings items as time goes by. I've got Arwen mounted, and she's even, I don't know if you can kind of see it, she's got poor little Frodo who's been stabbed by the ring wraith on the front, which, not book canon, it's actually Glorfindel who comes and saves him on the horse. I think I showed in this one, this Aragorn, King of Gondor, so it's not the Fellowship one. I rebought a model that I've got in fine cast, and that's Gil-galad. I have him and Elrond in a single blister, and but I rebought it because I saw it was on it was decent sale on eBay. But again, I'm under a ban for buying new models till after Christmas by the missus, which is very, very acceptable ban because stupid me. I've been assembling some. I've got High Paladin Darton Vilmont for War Machine. Let's see. Yeah, focus on him, not on me. There we go. Assembled him last night while the wife and I were watching the first hour of Les Miserables, which the main conclusion I came to is I don't need to see the extra hour and a half. I am not a musicals person, especially not serious musical. If you're going to do a serious subject, make a movie, because it's really hard for me to take you very seriously if you break into song, or if the entire movie is in song, and then I'm just like, not my thing. I have several friends who would argue differently, and vehemently differently, that is not the case. I've also been putting the Temple Flame Guard. Focus. Look at my big fingers. The Flame Guard, getting them put together. I may reposition the camera here in a second just for that. They have a really nice banner. It's nice big heavy metal banner. No long guitar riffs, but it's got a single contact point on the guy's wrist, and it doesn't quite reach the base to where it can rest on the base, and so it's all that weight sitting on a super glue, so I'm gonna have to pin that one. And I had to tear my office apart to find where I put my drills, just because they had rolled off where I had them and they had fallen into a pocket, and I finally found them. Did get the clear coat onto these guys. They're looking pretty good. I even in the actual painted bit, I did get one Paladin in the Order of the Wall painted up. And you can see he's got the varnish on him, the quick shade. Yeah, it works better with a better background. Let's put my phone up behind you. There we go. But he's going to need the dull coat on him. He turned out pretty good, but those are all just base colors on him. I haven't done any highlighting on him, and he will get more highlighting because especially as a solo, he's going to get a lot more people looking at him. It's like, oh, can I see your Paladin? And pick it up and they look at it. But still got a lot of War Machine to dig through before I can. I kind of want to get that done because it's only 16, 17, 18 plus these guys. 17 that I have. 17, 18, something like that I have assembled and primed and just needs to be finished. And then I've got these guys that I'm assembling. I also have the Avatar of Menoth and the Harbinger as well. And the Harbinger is the one, whichever one it is, that's the girl floating up in the air and they're trying to hold her down. That one's going to be a real fiddly model to put together. It's just looking at it, it's going to be a lot of glue, maybe a lot more pinning in very delicate areas than I expect. But it really should have been cast in resin, though I like the metal better. But it should have been cast in their resin like they did their Warjacks. The Warjacks were originally metal, and I'm glad that I got into it when a lot of them were into plastic or resin, because it's just there's so much weight on the joints. As metal, you've got to pin them, and pinning joints that are that small is really difficult, at least in my opinion. But really enjoyed seeing people's videos. The Night Titan is finished. I like that. That's very good. Jason and Justin. I always get you two mixed up, even though you're completely different people. But I do like the Night Titan. I like all just all the stuff that's there. I'm really glad Warboss kept his paint group going, and has that, because that way I could just see other people's projects, and that's usually a really good motivator for yourself. It's like, oh, look, well, so and so got all finished with his project. What are you doing? Shouldn't watch Netflix so much, I guess. Anyway, hope things are going well. School year is back in session for my boys. They're having pretty much fun. Only one of them has been in a fight so far, and that's because his friend was not playing the right kind of robber while they were playing cops and robbers, and it was horrible. But anyway, I hope you guys have a good weekend and a good week coming up, and I'll talk at you later. Adios.